I was gonna brew my first ever all grain brew today. We're gonna do a pale ale. The recipe supplied to me by Nordy's Brewer, or Brewin and Qin 77 YouTube channel. But as you can hear, there is a impending thunderstorm. It sounds like fireworks and bombs going off over here. I personally love this weather, but kind of ruined the plan for the day. Hasn't started raining yet, but it sure sounds like it's gonna very soon. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear this or not, but off in the background I'm pretty sure you could hear the thunder. But in the background you might also hear my dog Leo going crazy because he hates loud noises, firecrackers, and thunder. So just a quick video because I thought it was pretty nice out, and a little update on the brew. So rain date is going to be July 4th. My brother's going to come by. We'll do the first all grain. And I think we'll do like a short video, probably not a full-length brew video, but definitely at least to see my setup and everything. Have a good one. See you guys soon. Hey everybody, I'm going to get close to the camera in case you can't hear me because of the fire that's going there, but happy Homebrew Wednesday and happy 4th of July. Mike and I are doing our first ever all-grain batch of beer. Mike just showed you our setup. We have a Bayou Classic burner and a 9-gallon stainless steel pot with the thermometer and the ball valve. I showed you that stuff in one of my unboxing. I showed you the burner in the unboxing as well. And off in the back there you can see we have our 10-gallon mash tun, which currently has about 10 pounds of grain and about 4 gallons of water in it. Given to me by Brewin and Qin 77. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. So I'm brewing basically his take on Mirror Pond APA. It's very similar, a few little tweaks. I changed a couple little things just to for my setup, and for instance, he had a fly sparging. We're going to do batch sparging because we don't have the capability of fly sparging. We mashed in at about 151 degrees. Actually, it was 140 something. We had to add a little extra water to bring the temp up. We hit 151. 15 minutes later, I checked it again. It was down to 150. Now we're down to about half an hour more of our mash, and we'll see. You know, I'm hoping we don't lose too many more degrees on that. It's pretty hot out. The sun's beating down on the mash tun, so I think it'll be all right. You can hear that burner going. We're heating our sparge water right now in our large pot, and we'll be draining off our first runnings in a little bit. What I have here is our cream ale that we've talked a lot about. You can see crazy carbonation going off on that. And it's nice clear beer, really nice looking beer. And that's pretty much it. You know, it's 4th of July. We're going to get some hot dogs and hamburgers going in a little bit. We got our American Pale Ale beer going, and otherwise just trying to enjoy the day. So I want to do a quick video, show you our setup. We're not going to do like a full brewing video for today, but I just wanted to show you that. Say happy Homebrew Wednesday, happy 4th of July. Mike, you want to say anything to everyone? No, he doesn't want to say anything. So cheers and have a good one. Hey everybody, so as you can see from my shirt, it is the same day, still 4th of July. We finished our first ever all-grain brew. I wanted to give you kind of the rundown of how it went and what the final numbers were on that and everything. Believe it or not, I'm drinking, this is orangeade with seltzer water in it. I'm drinking that because it is damn hot, and after drinking beer earlier, I didn't think it could ever be too hot for beer, but for me right now, I need like some replenishing liquids in me. So that's what I'm drinking, is Pretty much just juice. It was a long day. Long brew day. First all grain, and it took us, well, right now it's 5:25 p.m. My brother got here at maybe 10 o'clock this morning. It probably took us about an hour to set everything up. We had to measure out the grains and the hops, bring all the equipment down from upstairs, put it out on the deck, get everything all set up. So that maybe it took probably even more than, he got here at 10. We probably didn't start until maybe 11 or so. And we took a little break in the middle to barbecue and have some hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff. And the last probably hour was mostly cleanup. So, but it was still a long day. Everything, I think, went pretty well. I'm actually very excited to get this brew in bottles in a couple weeks, to see how it's going to taste. My brother says if it tastes anything like our extract brews, he doesn't want to brew all grain again, because it was a lot of extra work, but I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, one more splice. So, we have the numbers I want to give you for the American Pale Ale that I just brewed. I haven't calculated my brew house efficiency or the mash efficiency or any of that stuff yet, but I did take the first runnings gravity reading, the second runnings gravity reading, the pre-boil gravity reading, but our original gravity, so we ended up with 1.051, and that was at 70 degrees. That was at the pitching temperature. So 1.051 for our original gravity, which is about what we were shooting for. So I was glad that we hit that all right. We had, I think, about, I was shooting for 5.5 gallons, 5.25 gallons to go into the chiller, not the chiller, the you could tell that I'm tired today, right? To go into the bucket, the fermenting bucket, but we ended up with something more like 5 gallons. So somewhere along the line, I lost more wort than I expected I was going to. One problem that we definitely had that I'm gonna have to think about what I want to do is the trub, all the hop sediment and everything that was in the kettle. I did the whirlpool and I let it sit, but I guess I didn't let it sit long enough, because when we started to drain it, a lot of that stuff came through, and luckily I had lined my bucket with a paint strainer bag, so everything, well, a lot of it was getting caught, a lot of the hop sediment anyway got caught in the bag, but it ended up being quite a bit of trub. And the dead space at the bottom of that pot that I bought is nearly a gallon. I don't have a dip tube or anything like that. So once we finished draining from the ball valve, we really only had about 4 gallons of wort in the bucket. So I went ahead and I just poured the rest right in, again through a strainer bag at least. And when we pulled that up, there was a ton of hop material in there, and we kind of just moved the bag around and got most of the liquid out. I squeezed it. My hands were star sand up the wazoo anyway, so I figured, what the hell, I want to get as much of this wort out of here as possible. So after all of that, we did end up with 5 gallons, but this particular recipe is going to be dry hopped, and there was definitely a lot of sediment in there anyway, so I'm expecting to lose probably up to another half a gallon of wort by the time we bottle, which is disappointing, but kind of expected. This was our first shot on this particular system. I didn't know what the equipment would do, how much water was going to evaporate during the boil, how much dead space there was in the mash tun in the kettle, although I had tried to calculate it out. Let's see. Mashing went pretty well. We started at 151 degrees. I was shooting for 152. I had to add some water to it to get to 151, and we just left it there. And after an hour, it was, I wrote this down wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. We only lost 2 degrees or so. So I wrote on here 141, but I know it wasn't that. It was, I think, 149. I think it was 149.5 or something like that. So we really only lost a couple degrees from 151 down to 149 or so. So that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna just fix that on here. And as you could tell from our gravity readings, we kind of hit our marks pretty well. We got our 1.051 original gravity. We pitched the London ESB 1960. It should be on here actually. London ESB Ale Y Yeast 1968. That was part of Brew and Kewen's recipe, so I went with that yeast since he suggested it. I don't think I've used it before, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. This will be the first time I dry hop. This was my first all grain. That was the first time I used the London ESB yeast. So, you know, a lot of firsts this time around. Everything went well though. No major mishaps. We really just had those small problems with the trub and sediment. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to filter that out better. And you know, I could plug in some of these new numbers that I got today into the Beersmith, and hopefully my calculations will be a little more on point next time. This was really kind of a trial run for everything. So that's pretty much it. I'll keep you updated on the progress of my Mirapondish Pale Ale, and we still have the Honey Kolsch and the Nut Brown in bottles conditioning. I think this is 2 weeks now. Next week, or this coming weekend, will be 3 weeks it's been in the bottle. So I'll probably let it sit a little longer before I taste any. I've been drinking that cream ale that you saw earlier, and we got this going now. So good stuff coming. Everyone, happy 4th of July once more. Have a great Homebrew Wednesday. I hope everyone did something fun today, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.